In a small village surrounded by golden fields, there lived a hard-working farmer named Thomas. He was known for his honesty, wisdom, and dedication. For many years, he worked from sunrise to sunset, turning a small piece of land into a thriving farm. Thomas had two sons, Ethan and Noah. Although they grew up in the same house and received the same upbringing, they were completely different. Ethan always blamed his circumstances for everything. If the weather was bad, he complained. If crops failed, he blamed luck. If someone else succeeded, he said they were fortunate. Noah, on the other hand, believed that hard work could overcome almost any obstacle. Whenever something went wrong, he asked himself, "What can I do better next time?" As the boys grew older, Thomas noticed these differences and often tried to teach them valuable lessons. One evening, while the family sat together for dinner, Thomas said, "Life rewards those who take responsibility for their actions. Never waste time blaming others." Noah listened carefully. Ethan rolled his eyes. "Easy for you to say," Ethan replied. "Some people are simply lucky." Thomas smiled but said nothing. Years passed. When the brothers became adults, Thomas divided his land equally between them. Each son received the same amount of fertile soil, the same farming equipment, and the same amount of money to begin their future. At first, both brothers were excited, but soon their differences became obvious. Every morning, Noah woke up before sunrise. He studied farming techniques, repaired fences, improved irrigation systems, and worked tirelessly in the fields. Ethan, however, spent much of his time complaining. "The market is unfair. The weather is against me. The government doesn't help farmers. The rich have all the advantages." Whenever something failed, he found someone else to blame. After 3 years, Noah's farm flourished. His fields produced abundant crops. He hired workers. He bought more land. People from neighboring villages came to learn from him. Meanwhile, Ethan struggled. His fields were poorly maintained. His harvests were weak, and he constantly faced financial problems. One day, Ethan visited Noah. Looking at the beautiful fields, he felt jealous. "You're lucky," Ethan said bitterly. "You always get the good opportunities." Noah smiled. "Luck didn't repair these fences," he replied. "Luck didn't wake me up at 5 every morning. Luck didn't spend years learning and improving." Ethan left, unconvinced. Months later, their father Thomas became seriously ill. Realizing his time was limited, he called both sons to his bedside. "I have one final gift for each of you," he said weakly. From a wooden box, he took out 2 sealed envelopes. "Do not open them until after I'm gone." A few weeks later, Thomas passed away peacefully. The village mourned the loss of a respected farmer. After the funeral, the brothers opened their envelopes. Ethan eagerly tore his open, expecting to find money, land deeds, or some hidden inheritance. Instead, he found a simple note. It read, "The greatest obstacle in your life has never been bad luck. It has been your belief that bad luck controls your life." Furious, Ethan crumpled the paper. "This is ridiculous," he shouted. Then Noah opened his envelope. Inside was another note. It said, "The secret of success is not working harder than everyone else. It is taking responsibility when others make excuses." Noah smiled. But something else fell from the envelope, a small key. Confused, both brothers searched through their father's belongings until they discovered an old wooden chest hidden in the barn. Inside was a journal. The journal revealed a shocking secret. For years, Thomas had quietly been helping both sons equally. Whenever storms damaged their farms, he secretly paid workers to repair the damage. Whenever markets crashed, he provided financial support through trusted friends. Whenever equipment broke, he arranged assistance without telling them. Both sons had received the same hidden help. The difference was what they did with it. Noah used every opportunity to grow. Ethan used every difficulty as another excuse. For the first time in his life, Ethan realized the truth. He had spent years believing that luck determined success, but his father had proven otherwise. They had started with the same resources. They had received the same support. The only real difference was their attitude. That night, Ethan sat alone in the barn reading the journal until sunrise. For the first time, he stopped blaming the world. The next morning, something changed. He woke up early. He cleaned his fields. He repaired broken equipment. He began learning from successful farmers. The transformation wasn't immediate. Months passed, then years. Slowly, his farm improved. His debts disappeared. His confidence returned. One day, many years later, a young farmer asked Ethan the secret behind his success. Ethan smiled and pointed toward the fields. "My father taught me something I learned too late," he said. "Success begins the moment you stop asking, 'Why is this happening to me?' and start asking, 'What can I do about it?'" And from that day forward, he never blamed luck again. Moral of the story: success is not determined by luck, talent, or circumstances alone. The biggest difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people take responsibility for their lives, while others spend their time making excuses.